Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Georgia and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Georgia's ability to understand and respond to her formal on-leash obedience commands. The little tiny corrections and little bit of motivation that we give her when we're working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed. And the only correction that we give is a little tug and release on the training collar. That is the second piece of equipment that we're using. We're going to bring home 2 different training collars for you to use, and Rich is going to teach you how to use them properly tomorrow during your follow-up training session. Now George is sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper leash walking, and the command is Georgia heel. Now at this point she has a job to do, and that is to maintain pace with you when you're walking her. Not forging ahead or lagging behind, but staying even with your left leg. And each time that you stop your feet, she's been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for her next command. So when you're walking in the city and you stop to cross traffic or you stop to talk to someone, she should be sitting nicely at your left and waiting for her next command. And she's very enthusiastic. She wants to please. Sometimes she's overly enthusiastic, but she's a sweet girl.
Stay.
This is the sit stay. Stay is a hand on the voice command, and because it is a stationary exercise, you do not use her name. Your long sit stay you're going to practice indoors as well as outdoors. And you're going to lengthen out the time and your distance. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way around her. She remains seated. He stops at her shoulders. And at this point, she expects to get another command. And he praised her for a good job, told her good girl, and they take off heeling again. So this is going to make sure that you have a well-mannered puppy on the streets when you're out with her and when you're in the house. She likes to do her work. She's very focused. Now the next command that Rich is going to demonstrate is the come on command, and she's very enthusiastic, so you don't have to give her a lot of encouragement, and she should come and sit. There should be no coming and jumping on you. And they'll demonstrate that recall exercise again for us.
Stay.
He leaves her in a stay. He backs away from her, turns to face her. He uses her name, very gently uses her name. So if you get overly enthusiastic, she will come barreling in. Now the next commands that we're going to be demonstrating for you are your down commands, and there are 2. The first one is the down from a heel position. So with her seated at your left, take your left open palm, push it straight toward the ground, and give the one-word command to down. Rich is correcting her for putting her nose on the ground, because that's a distraction. And when he returns back to her, he walks again all the way around, back to heel, stops at her shoulders, and heels her out of that exercise. So as you can see, your girl has come a very, very, very long way.
Down. Stay.
Down and stay. And you can practice these exercises right in your house. If it's too hot, too crowded in the city, too much distraction, practice right in the house. Because house manners are every bit as important as outdoor manners. And the last command that we're going to demonstrate is the distance down. This is a little bit harder for her because she wants to be right with you all the time. But that was pretty good. Sometimes she'll crawl in on that distance down, but she did a good job. Now we have demonstrated for you all of Georgia's formal on-leash obedience skills. She's done a great job. We've enjoyed having her. We're going to miss her. Please keep us posted on your progress. We're always here to help, and we will see you very soon. Thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company.